Good morning. Hopefully I'm the right way around now. I kind of forgot what I was doing. Drayton's here. Esme's in with us. Archie's here. Don't forget as well, guys, we've got our competition running today. I've got to get it behind us. Mike at Grassroots Football Store has given us one of these fantastic rebounder boards. Okay, the link's in the comment section. It will be in a little bit anyway. Okay, to their site. Some fantastic gear on there for coaches and for players. Got to let us know that you're taking part in the comment section today. If you do let us know that you're taking part, then you've got a chance to win this board that we'll drop off with you or we'll deliver to you next week. Okay, so make sure you let us know that you're in. Luca's here as well. Luca's back in. There we go. Make sure we say hi to Luca. Loads and loads of people with us here. 70 odd. Good stuff. Give it a couple of minutes up. I'm just going to drag this back a little bit so it might go a bit wobbly. That'll probably be a bit better. We can see a bit more from there. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's better. Good to see everybody. Right, obviously, a little bit like last time, we're trying to make the best of a bad situation. We didn't want this situation to come back around. It's been fantastic being back at football, back here at Curzon, at ESSP and at Right Robbie and all our other venues. Playing games for your local teams and playing games for your academies, which I know some of that stopped now as well for the guys in like the category 2 and our girl footballers as well, which is a bit of a crazy decision. And all of our grassroots footballers who are unable to take part in their games and training sessions and extra training like you do with me or at other places as well. I know lots of our players go down to other sessions with our friends. Some people go to see Neil at Salah, Dean at Be Inspired, Pogs with the goalie coaching, go to Mike sometimes. So there's loads and loads of activity that's been taken away out of your time. So that's what we're going to do, same as last time. Try and get everyone just keeping sharp and playing footy. With me and with Luca, maybe with Ryan sometimes as well. We might try and get Callum involved in some of the sessions too, and have some other drop-ins. Meriton, give it a rest, mate. So don't forget, you need to let us know in the comment section below that that you're involved and that you're in. Okay, to be in with a chance of winning. Me and Mike, who runs Grassroots Football Store, I coach his son Lewis. Me and Mike will get together this afternoon and we'll or not get together, but we'll have a chat this afternoon and we will pick a winner totally at random. We'll find a way of doing it. Might write all the names down, go old school, stick them in a hat, or use one of the generators and things like that. For me as well, if you would, just give this a share in the bottom corner, okay, or wherever it is on your screen. Give it a share so other people can see what we're doing and maybe people that don't know about this yet can take advantage of it. Because like I said, I'll have to say hello to hiya Devon. He said hello about 15 times there. Like I said, these are for anybody that wants to take part. You don't have to come to SSP. You don't have to come to any of the clubs that I do or to work with primary sports or things like that. Anybody that wants to take part can take part. If you've got teammates that want to join in, they can more than join in and stuff like that. Oscar said, are we doing kit of the week? No, we're not doing kit of the week. There's loads of flies around there. No, we're not doing kit of the week, Os. But if we was doing kit of the week, you'd obviously be in with a shout because you have the best. I've never seen anybody with better kits than you, mate. Right, so if we run through the session, first of all, me and Luca just get out your way. As you can see there, we've got about a 10-yard space marked out and we've just got 4 cones. We've used the big dome cones today. I know it's not the best angle that we're at. I've had to buy a new tripod because I broke the last one and it's not quite as good. I'm going to get a different one this week. So not the best angle. And we're going to go with like a very similar setup to what we did in the latter stages of our ESSP lives when we was in like lockdown part 1, okay, where we're going to do 3 different sections of the session. The first 3 sections will last for a minute. The second 3 sections will last for 30 seconds. There's going to be 3 minutes worth of SAQ work, which is going to be hard. It's going to be a real blower. But blow the cobwebs off. Nice fresh Sunday morning. Get everybody working hard. Parents, you as well. I know Alan's taking part today, working off last night's beers. The second part of the session will be a ball mastery and skills part of the session, where we will do a minute again on each exercise, working on different techniques, different skills today. And then our technical part of the session today is going to be a turning session. So we're going to work on some different types of turns, okay? We've got pushing 150 people online now, which is mega. Like I said, keep sharing. Mike has just commented above saying, enjoy it, kids. Mike, if you want to, in the comment section below, tag Grassroots Football Store, then everybody can fly over to the page. Remember, you have to have liked Mike's page on Facebook to be able to take part in the session. So we're going to get going with the first SAQ part of the session. Like we've done before, I'll show you the movement for the SAQ part. Then Luca will do the work, and we'll work to a minute's time each go, okay? So the first movement, all right, we're going to work on our quickness of feet. We're going to start at cone number 1, and we are going to work, I'll show you actually at cone number 4 to start off with. We're just going to work in that forward body shape facing the camera, light on your toes, and quick steps around the cone. When you've done that, cone number 1, you'll accelerate through to cone number 4. You'll do exactly the same again, and when we've come all the way round, we'll just reverse nice and steadily back in to cone number 1, where we'll get to work again, and we work round as fast as we can, release to the top. In there we work round. In that way, that'll bring us to the other side, and we can come back in and we do the practice again, okay? So we're going to get set up with that in a minute. Luca will just give you a full run through of that, so you can see it done properly and see it done at the tempo we want to do it. So he's light on his toes, he works round nice and fast, releases fast to the top, works round nice and fast, then relaxes back in, and that'll bring him to the other side. So now he works the other way round, nice and sharp, releases to the top, works nice and sharp, fast feet, and then relaxes back in. Good stuff. So we're going to work for a minute, and we're going to start in about 30 seconds time. Okay, Mike's just dropped us a message there. Mike, top man for doing that today. Don't forget to give us a like and a share, guys. So in 15 seconds we're going to work for 1 minute. All right, make sure the work rate's nice and hard. Make sure we move them feet quickly. Make sure you push right through to the end of your little setup. Make sure as well, guys, don't forget, to be in with a chance of winning this today, this prize, you have to take a picture or a video of yourself today. Send it over to us, send it over to me directly, or send it into the inboxes on Instagram or Facebook, and that'll keep you in with a chance to winning prizes. 4 things you had to do to win that prize, okay? So we've got 10 seconds and then a minute's work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, off we go, work. So nice and fast. Remember what we said before about really quick contacts on the ground when you're moving them feet, okay? So short, sharp, fast contacts on the ground, making sure we make plenty of them. We're not skipping past the cone, we're getting lots of contact, light on our tiptoes as we move, okay? Nice and sharp. Great work from Luca there. Good. Keep that energy level nice and high. We've gone just about 30 seconds now. Make sure when you're on your way back and you're reversing back the other way that you just take that time to relax, okay? Because it is important, because you are doing lots and lots of work here. We're going to be doing some harder work than this in a second as well. We've got about 15 seconds to work still. Mike's just dropped the link to their website in there as well, so if you want to fly over to the website, okay? I've already got photos coming through on my WhatsApp, guys. You can hold them to the end so everyone don't hear pinging coming through. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breather. Great start, guys. Yeah, as you just get a little drink, you bought a water. Oh, I thought you'd had a schoolboy there. As you just get a little drink, have your first little breather. We're not going to have too long, just get a little drink on board. Okay, your second movement, dreaded one, the shuttles, okay? So it's all about speed and power, this one, okay? But also that, because we've got quite a small area, sharp movements too, okay? And we're just going to work through each one and work on our reverse movements too. So we're going to work out, both feet past the cone, drop back into your line, burst forward, nice body shape pointing forwards all the time, work back in, use your arms as well as your legs to work, drive out, both feet past the cone, relax and get back in nice and sharp. then we come out through the set again, okay? Like we said before, this is going to be hard work, but you guys are losing lots and lots of activity time over the next 2 weeks. So keeping that fitness hard and making these sessions difficult as well as technical and as well as being part of your development, making them difficult and working on your fitness is massively important too. Okay, and we're doing this before Joe Wicks too. He ain't got nothing on us, him. Okay, so we're ready to work. Guys, as well, just like I said before, I'm having loads and loads of WhatsApp pictures coming through. I don't know whether on the other side of this it's like pinging in people's ears, so if we just hold them to the end of the session, thank you all, much appreciated. Okay, so we're going to get to work in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Pushing nice and hard. Good work. Make sure on that way back again, you just have that little breathe, just a little slight drop in tempo. Then we work fast forwards. So it's fast forwards, relax back. Fast forwards, relax back in. Good stuff, but we work them arms as well. Look how Luca's arms are working in tandem with his feet as well. So that generating that power on his drive forward, not just from his legs, but also from his feet. Also from his arms even, what am I talking about? Good stuff. Tempo nice and high. Good work. We've got about 10 seconds left to play. Keep that energy level nice and high. It's difficult this. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. We're going to try and keep the tempo of the session up now. So if you're watching carefully, all eyes on the screen. Okay, make sure your focus is on us. As we work this time, we're just going to twist that body work, move that body movement. Okay, and we're going to come side on. We're just going to work on a little snake-like movement into the top. And then we're going to work on our fast feet on the way back. So we're going to go forwards and backwards to start off with. And when we get to the rack, to the cone in there, sat down position like a little bit of a squat, work quickly back into the start. Okay, then we work forwards and backwards again. Nice and sharp. As you've done that, you come round back the other way now and work quickly in that squat, light on your toes, heels up off the ground, get back into the start. Okay. Remember, when you're working forwards and backwards, our arms should be pumping, knees pumping, so we're working sharp back, sharp forwards, sharp back, sharp forwards. Okay, doesn't matter how much space you've got to do this. All right, make sure them legs and arms are working in tandem. Theo's in with us as well, Philip's in with us, brilliant guys. Loads sticking with us as well. We've got about 140 people, I think, here, so that's really good. Okay, I'll give you about 5 seconds before we get started. I hurt my leg back then. Yeah. Okay. We'll go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So sideways on, nice. Look at them contacts on the floor again and how the arms are working in tandem. And we sit down. That squat position, stick your bum out. Okay. And work forward. You should feel that little bit of tightness on your calves and on your hamstrings as you work back across. Nice, sharp, fast movement. Henry's right. I am tired, Sam. I'm carrying a bit of an injury as well. Yesterday I went on a big walk, did it all fine, and then when I got home I slipped out the bath because I'm an old man. Good stuff. Okay, keep working. We're just under halfway through this. Remember, this is the last part of our SAQ work before we move this on. We're over halfway now, guys. Keep that tempo nice and high. Good stuff. Hey Sam, Latic's on telly in a little bit as well. We'll get wrapped up before that. Not that I'm looking forward to it like. 5 seconds to go. Luke's here with us. Keep working hard, Lukey, please. And relax there. Great stuff. Get a drink on board. Luke is blowing, so you definitely will be if you've worked hard. Okay, this might be your time, parents, so just grab your phones. Okay, so when they set up for the next session, we can take them pictures or videos and can get them into me. Pictures ideally, so we can do a big post, but also then that keeps you in with a chance of winning that competition later with Mike and GFS. Okay. So as we move on now, we're going to go into our ball mastery section of the session. Okay, with that area that we've got marked out. Okay, Henry's got his beers in the fridge ready. Okay, in that area that we've marked out, we've got between our 4 cones, we've got 3 gaps. Okay, So we're going to always do our skill work working forwards, okay? So it's always going to be coming on the way forwards, and then we're going to work back with the ball. So our first one, working through those gaps, is a rollover, okay? Now if you've got the session set up the same way as we have the 12 yards, it gives you that little space just to move the ball forwards after you've done your rollover. Now we all know the rollover, studs on the ball out in front of our body. It needs to be offset to the side of our body that we're using the foot on. So if I'm using my right foot, the ball's like slightly on the outside of my right body, so I can shift that ball across over to the other side of my body using my studs to roll the ball. So again, that ball brings it across your body in there, comes from the outside across to the outside of the other side of your body. So the really basic way that we're going to work now, as you come forwards up that line, you've got to produce one of those rollovers to get the ball through the gap. So if I start off on the right hand side, then I'm going to use my right foot to bring my ball through to the left hand side. I've got quite a big space to work in here as well, so there's not too much pressure on you to work it. So as I push, roll across, opposite foot, push forward. Another touch if I need to set, get out my feet, push forward. As I get in here, I'm not going to do the work on the way back. I'm going to turn and I'm going to accelerate back into the line, which will bring me to the other side. So then that will be 2 on my left foot, 1 on my right. So I push forward there, left foot, drag across, push, drive in there. As I go in, push, come round the top, nice and sharp, accelerate back in. As I get in there, I'm working back up the other side. So if we watch Luca, and what we said as well, make sure that ball's on the outside of your body as you travel. Okay, tempts that defender in to think they can pinch the ball. So as we travel out, if you watch it, switch push, get it across, push. Remember that ball's never getting away from your feet. As you get in there, get around the top, accelerate back in, get away from that defender, and then we work back the other way, okay? If Louis was here, we'd be asking and he'd be answering all the questions, because he always does that. One of our players said once that Louis answers that many questions at football training on a Friday night that we should send him on a chase. Drayton's mum there, you can send them over to me, or you can inbox the Facebook page, or you can inbox us on Instagram as well, wherever you like, okay? Or you can send them directly to me. You should have my number in a group chat, okay? So if we're ready to work, remember just how important our key things that we always work on. The ball never gets far away from our feet. Maximise the touches of the ball you take. When we're moving with the ball, we try and control the ball with all different parts of our feet. And when we work through that zone there, remember a rollover comes from the outside of your body, across your body to the other side of your body. Macy's got a sprained ankle. Unlucky, Mace. Not a bad time to have a bit of an injury anyway, okay? Because you're missing out anyway. So, ready to work. We've got a minute to work before our next little session, our next little activity. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Get to work. Nice and sharp. Good stuff, guys. Keep the tempo nice and high in your work. Remember how important that little acceleration is on your way back to start. As you get through there, we work back. Make sure we swap our side each time so that we have an opportunity to work on not just our strongest foot, but also our weakest foot. We had a bit of a chat the other week at our Friday session where I asked our players if they played the PlayStation or their Xbox with their left hand as well as their right hand, and they all said yeah. Now that's because they concentrate and they practice with both sides, okay? They practice using that controller. So the more practice we put in, the more comfortable we're going to feel when we get to games. The Suo boys are in. Theo and Rocco, keep up your hard work, boys. Matt, make sure we get some pictures for us as well. We'll fly them on a thingy. If anyone wants to tag us in your posts on Instagram, I know a lot of our players have Instagram pages run by the parents and stuff like that. Make sure you do that. Some of our older boys might have their own. I know there's some of our older lads in today as well, taking part in the session. And relax there. Great stuff. Good stuff. So the next part of the session now, if you're watching me. If you're watching now, it's exactly the same technique, exactly the same practice, but now we're going to work on using a scissor to take us across that area. So same initial setup of the skill. Ball starts on the outside of that side of your body. As you throw your scissor in, it's little toe around the ball, so we circle out in there. I've dropped that shoulder in to lose the player, and with the other foot I push and get away out the other side. That's important, okay? It's important that we work off both sides. It's important we don't go scissor, taking that way, It's important we don't go scissor, drop the player and then take the ball the same way, because that's where the player is. We must work on opposites, okay? So as I drop in, I come away in that side there, and as I drop in left foot, I drop in and I push out with my right foot that way. And it's going to be exactly the same practice. Now in this, you might need to take a couple more step touches in between each gap, just to set yourself, just to get the ball under control, okay? So if you're watching Luca, I'm just going to adjust that last goal for a minute. And nothing changes in the practice there as well. As you get to the top, still get round, still accelerate back down to the other side. So if you're watching Luca, just nice and slow this time. He's gone right foot scissor, left foot touch, left foot scissor right, right left, and then he just gets round the top and in there. Now if you watch when Luca did his, when we start to feel confident with this, see how quickly we can whip that foot around the ball, okay? No, make sure that when we're doing this, that our foot moves at a tempo around the ball. We don't want Phil Neville step overs, okay? We want Ronaldo step overs. So we really try and whip that foot around the ball and get the other touch on the ball as sharp as we can. Okay, so make sure we keep that in mind as we work. Oscar's here with us as well. Kyron's here with us, good stuff. So, if we're all watching Luca, we've got a minute to work in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So it's them tight touches, sharp movements. Keep that ball under control. You might even need that little touch back inside as we work. Molly's working with us as well. Halim, nice of you to join us, buddy. And what I said, guys, you can drop a comment with us and it keeps you in chance to win the rebounder from GFS. Remember that scissor, the ball should be staying nice and tight to your feet, not getting it too far away. Good feet, nice and controlled. Keep the energy high. We're over halfway in this one now. You are going to start to feel tired now. Franco, good to see you, mate. There, like we said before, Franco's one of my friends, footballers. Plays for Be Inspired. Top coaching setup. Half decent coach as well. Keep the tempo high. And relax there. Great stuff. And our final one, as we work now. Now this is where it gets a little bit difficult, okay? This is where we're going to just step up the intensity a little bit. And I'm just going to give you, as I will in the final one, a little way out if you're one of our younger players. So to start off with, we're going to work now on a V-cut for each gap. So our V-cuts, as we know, work in many different ways. We can go V-cut with the same foot, where it's sole and inside. We can do V-cut same foot, sole and outside. We can even do a V-cut with the same foot, sole and round the back of your standing leg with the inside. Or you can do it with opposite feet, where we drag back, push away with the inside, drag back, push out with the outside. Okay, lots of different variations of a V-cut that you can do. That's what we're going to be looking for through that area. So as you work with your ball, okay, we're making sure we're rolling that ball from one side, push through. As we get in, roll back, push through. You can go behind the standing leg if you like. You can go opposite feet. It doesn't matter how you work it. Just get that ball transferring from one side of the line of the cones over to the other. The practice stays the same. So we watch Luca for a little demo. Once we work in, as he's blowing, you can probably hear I am as well, Dave. So if we watch Luca as he comes out, just that little relaxed movement across his body to create that V shape. Now there's loads of different ways you can do it, okay? Now if you're struggling with that, Luca, show it us just on a chop as you come out. Okay, if you're struggling with that V-cut, which I think all of our players can do, if you're really struggling and you feel like the tempo of your session is dropping down, to keep the tempo high, just work on a chop, because it works on that same little way of working, okay, where we bounce that chop touch, not the Ronaldo chop, just that little shimmy from one foot over to the other, where you just bounce it off one side of your body over to the other side. That works in the same effect as a V-cut, but it's a little bit less technical and a little bit easier to do at speed, okay? So that little inside bounce touch chop you can do, but ideally we want everyone working on the V-cut, okay? So if we're ready to work, last minute of our ball mastery part of the session, okay? We've got 5 seconds before we get going. 3, 2, 1, off we go, play. Tony's here with us as well. That means we've got all the Sewell family in with us today. What a privilege to stick me some Sunday dinner on, guys. Good work, good. Great stuff. I'm still there telling Luca he's doing great stuff. I don't think he needs me to tell him that. Okay, energy nice and high. Good. Getting a little bit leggy. We'll do 10 more seconds, guys. Like we said, keep that tempo up. And relax there. Get yourself a breather. Yes, mate. Get yourself a bit of a rest now. Okay. 3 minutes hard work that there. You don't understand. It's like 3 minutes sounds like nothing, but 3 minutes for constant work with the ball at your feet, constant moving of your body, constant control of the ball, constant concentration. It's difficult. Yeah, it's really, really difficult. Okay. Still up above 100 people online as well, which is mega. So our final part of the session is now our technical part of the session. And the technical part of the session is going to be a turning activity today. Now, what we're going to do, some of the turns are quite hard. So we've got like a foundation level and then like a youth level or an more experienced level, okay? You just put yourself in that wherever you want, okay? So if you're in under 7, but you think that you can do the harder turn, which I know we've got online, just last comment was from Tony, so I know that Theo, for example, fantastic footballer, okay, then Theo is more than capable of taking on the more difficult challenge. Who else have we got on here just scrolling through? Jackson and Charlie, definitely able to do that in there. Okay, I know that we've got some of the under 7s in. Oscar, James, Jake are all involved. You guys can definitely push to the harder level, okay? So our more basic turn this time is an inside hook. So your inside hook, nice and simple, is that disguise to shoot. And as we disguise to shoot, we just inside of the foot turn the ball back round the way we came from. Okay, and our more difficult turn to try and master, using the same part of the foot, but just a little bit more technical, is a Cruyff turn. So exactly the same part of the foot, but we use the inside to drag it back through the gap, okay? Now what we're going to do is just use the length of the line to keep working. Try and work on opposite feet if you can as well, all right? So if you watch Luke, he'll show you first the inside hook turn as he comes to the top. So dribbles up to the top of the cones, just uses the inside of the foot just to hook back down the line. Good, in there. Okay, can do that same with the left foot as well. In there, and he'll show you the Cruyff turn. And we're inside of the foot to drag back, and also left foot in there, inside of the foot to drag back. Now, if you want to change over the side of the cut line you work on, it really doesn't really matter at this moment in time. That's just giving us a direction for our length, okay? Yeah, Rio as well. Rio's another player that can try these harder ones. So, hook turn if you're struggling. If you're feeling really comfortable and you're feeling really relaxed and you're feeling sharp, then use that Cruyff turn to move, okay? I'll give you about 5 more seconds. Really powering through here, guys. Let's keep this tempo up. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Parents, don't forget videos and pictures to make sure you're still in with a chance of winning this prize. I'm pretty sure Mike's just dropped you another message in there then. Somewhere, Grassroots Football Store. Yeah, so Mike's giving you all a 5% discount code there if you use the code ESSP5. So if you want to go on the store after the session, you can get in there and you're all more than welcome to have your 5% off, which is brilliant. Top man Mike. Good stuff. I think he's just after Lewis getting a captaincy for next season off me, I think. Good stuff. So we make sure with that Cruyff turn, we are trying to drag that ball back the direction that we just came from. Remember, our turns do take us directly back. They don't take us to the side. They don't take us with the ball still moving forwards. We've got to go directly back the direction we came from. We've got 5 seconds left to play. Keep that tempo high. And a breather. Good stuff, yes, mate. All right, well done. So, if we are watching now, our more basic turn this time is the outside hook. So same as the inside hook, but obviously with the outside of the foot. So as we move, we miss that ball again with your fake pass, fake shot. And you use the outside of the foot to turn back the way you came from. Okay, so you drag that foot past the ball, As we come past the ball, we use the outside to turn back and away. Now, if we're going to make that more difficult, but kind of match it with the movement and the part of the foot that you're working on, we're going to work with a step over turn, okay, or the Rivellino turn, all right? So, as you turn now with the ball, you use them hips to twist, okay? Some of you would have been watching Strictly Come Dancing last night, so you've got to have quick, nice, fast hips, all right? And as we whip that foot around the ball, fake to pass, but off to our left-hand side if you're right-footed, or right-hand side if you're left-footed, as if we're aiming that pass or that cross in there, and we whip the foot round the ball to that position. And then with the outside of the foot, exactly the same turn as we've just done before, outside of the boot to bring the ball back. So again, if I show you left foot, we work to play in there, over and back in. And again, same as we did with the scissor before, how quickly can you get that little snap in there and in there? Sharp as that, okay? So we watch Luca first, just showing you the outside hook. So as he travels up to the top, just an outside hook, his little toe to take the ball back the way you came from, little toe. I like how he transfers feet. Or if we watch that step over turn with a quick little whip round the ball, in there, good. That twist of the hips as well to move it back. Whee! Bit sticky on here. Right, so Max is loving it, and his big brother doing it too. Mega. Eden's in with us. Eden, don't be watching my touching here, mate. Okay, so if we're ready, we've got 5 seconds from there. 3, 2, 1. Off we go, play. 1 minute's work. Now remember what we said. Our younger players feel more than welcome to use that little outside hook turn. If you're finding a step over or your Rivellino a little bit difficult, remember what we said in that technical aspect. Can we lift the tempo and drop the time down in between the two movements of that step over turn? We whip the foot round, we get back the way we came from as sharp and as fast as possible. Energy nice and high. Gone over halfway of our time now. Brody, keep it up, mate. Working mega hard. What a player that guy is as well. Serious footballer, him. Brody, you definitely need to be taking on the more difficult challenge of these turns. In fact, all of our under-7s, we've got some seriously talented under-7s in here with us. Great stuff. And relaxing there, guys. Mega stuff. Now, our final one on circuit 1 of our session today is going to be using a turn with the sole of the foot. Okay? So our more basic turn that we do with the sole of the foot is the drag back. Remember when we speak on our Friday sessions, pretty much everybody who's online today will take part in our Friday sessions before. When you do your drag back turn, it's important that on your drag back, your body follows the ball and your eyes do too. So we don't want to drag back and go there, because now I'm not in control of the ball and I don't know where it is and I'm turning without it and the ball's free. I want to make sure when I do a drag back, I turn with the ball to protect it with my body and see it where it moves there. So that drag back turn, using them studs again, turning out with the ball there, or we're turning out with the ball that way, okay? Now to make that more difficult, and the harder one of the two now this is a tricky one, so you're going to have to choose which one you do now, is our stop pass, where we go to play that pass forward. So as if I'm passing to you guys on the camera, I roll the studs over the top of the ball and with the outside of the foot, snap the ball back, okay? So if you watch again, roll the studs over the top of the ball, snap the ball back. And we'll show you from side on, so you can see how my foot works in there. If you're looking at my ball, as I go in there, foot comes over the top and we snap the ball back with a little toe, okay? So if you're watching Luke on that drag back first, very difficult advanced turn this time, so make sure you tune to watch that one first. Drag back turn there, it's a really effective one you'll probably use 3-4 times again. Now we watch this one, the little stop pass with a roll over the foot, good. Bounce that ball out your feet on the way back. Very difficult one to do with both feet. I'd have broke my ankle if I did that with both feet. Leighton, keep up the hard work. Robson's here with us as well. Concentration's through the roof. Louis. Rick, I'm with you on that one, pal. Look, someone's just said, shared it with Lukaku, but he's struggling with the technical side of it. Alright, so, get ready to work, okay? Jaden, keep up with work, mate. That's one of my old players there. Top football player. Alright, good stuff. So, if we're ready to work this time, all right? I'll give you 5 seconds from now. Make sure you choose the right one to work off. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice and controlled. Even if you want to mix between the 2 turns, that's fine. You might want to do the tougher one with your strong foot and the weaker one and the easier one with your foot. Alfie, keep up the graph, mate. Jamil, well done, mate. Keep it up. Love that from you. Really focus on this stuff now, guys. Like I said, parents, this is the last part of the session where they're going to work for a minute. So if you want to get your pictures done now, okay, so you've still got a chance of winning Mike and the guys at GFS, sorry, their competition. Make sure you get that in. Keep up the graft. It's good stuff, guys. Come on, keep going. Got just over 10 seconds. Jake's struggling. Come on, Jakey. Need to work off that Mifos you've been drinking in Greece. And relax there. Good stuff, guys. This is your time for a big breather now. Okay, because that's section 1 of our session done. Okay. Section 1 of your session is over now. All right. So what we do now is we're going to replay the session. All right. We're going to do everything once over again. But now we're only going to work for 30 seconds. But the 30 seconds will have no gap. So in theory, okay, you have got 1 minute and 30 seconds of work on each section now. So it's going to be a little bit longer without a break. A little bit harder, but less work. Okay, and more gaps in between. So we go back now to them SAQ, them 3 SAQ movements. Remember, the first one is the quick contact round area number 1. Drive out to the top, quick contacts round cone number 4, and then we drop in and relax on the way back. Okay, the second one is our shuttle running, and our third one is that side-on movement with the squat return. Okay, now just make sure, listen, there's going to be a lot of time in the next couple of weeks where we're sat on our backsides outside of school, not being able to go to football. If this is tough now, okay, knuckle down and work hard at it. All right, don't just give it up because it's getting a little bit hard. You'll feel much better for it later on. Okay, so keep working hard, keep pushing yourselves to get better, keep pushing yourselves to become fitter and sharper. Don't give it up. Make sure you have a strong mentality when you're working. Okay, so if Luca just gives you one little demonstration of this first one, then I'll talk you through the next ones. Okay, so if you're watching him, that quick feet in there, drive out to the top, quick feet at the 4th cone, and relax on your way back, and we swap sides. Do we all understand? So that's first one. 30 seconds work. Okay, then we'll have like a quick minute to tell you what you do, a quick couple of seconds to tell you what you're going to do. Straight into the shuttles, straight into the side wave movements, break. Okay, somebody has just sent in Ewan's mum, can we do this later? Yeah, you can take part later. I will save it onto the ESSP page. So if you just scroll down the page, obviously it'll be in the top 2 or 3 comments from today, top 2 or 3 posts from today. Just make sure I'll just get straight over to it and you'll be able to get to work. Okay, right, we have got 5 seconds before we do a minute and a half work. Rio, keep going. Toby and Bobby, keep it up. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Play 30 seconds, hard work. Make sure we're pushing. Good stuff. It's all right. I'll start it. Good. You're gonna make mistakes every now and again. Just get on with it. Don't stop. Rio, keep up your graph, mate, in the garden. All these artificial grass gardens that everyone got in the last lockdown now, we put into good use. 5 seconds work. Come on, keep the energy nice and high. And breather, stop there. Good stuff. Get yourself back to cone number 1. We're going to not try and break for too long now. I'm going to give you about 5 to 10 seconds for a little breather, and we're going again. So we've got 5 seconds. Remember, it's a shuttle runs now, out to 1, back to 0. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So we're out. Drop back in, always facing the camera. Make sure we're working arms and legs in tandem. Pushing really hard. Keep it going. Logan's here with us now as well. Top man. Halfway through your time on this one. 5 seconds. And rest. Mega work. There we go now. That's brilliant. That Charlie. Char's not been in with us before. That's good to see that people are making use of the session. Hope you're enjoying yourself, buddy. Okay, final one. That's sideways movement now. Working forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. And then that sat down position on the way back. Okay. We're ready to work. Chris Worsley, how you, mate? Hope Reese is taking part, or does later on anyway. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Nice and sharp now. Let's go. Good. Remember what we said about quick, fast contacts on the floor. Touch, 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 touch on the floor. Okay, get them feet moving quickly. We've got 10 seconds left. 8 seconds. And relax there. Good stuff. Time for a little breather now. Okay, in between, before we get onto our ball mastery work. Luca and Oliver never took part before. Finding it hard but not giving up. That's the spirit, guys, yeah? Keep working hard. You'll be a much better player when we come out of this little lockdown period and you're back with your teams. Make sure you get them pictures sent in, guys. So we're back into our ball mastery work now. So remember, we work through the gaps. Okay, first of all, we work on that rollover through the gap. So we push that ball forward to the outside of our body, flip across forward and flip across through the gaps. As we work on our second one, it's a scissor, so we push away, drop, push out, get through the gap, okay? And then our final one is that V cut. If we can create the V shape using both feet, okay? Working from one side to the other. Or like we said, if that's a bit difficult, we can just bounce that little chop bounce touch across from one foot to the other to help us go forward. All right, I'll give you about another 30 seconds rest as you're working, or before you start working even. Again, we're going to work for about a minute and a half with not much break in between this time. Oliver and Jacob, keep grafting hard, boys. Stevie, make sure you send me in a picture so I can put them in the draw for the competition in a little bit. All right. About 5 seconds, guys. Remember, our first one now is them rollovers through the gates. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So roll across, push forward. Brilliant work, Luca. As we get to the top, we just dribble back into the end. And we go again from that opposite side now. So we work 2 on the opposite foot. Good, good, good. When you're on that weak foot, make sure your concentration levels are really high. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And get yourself back to the start. Remember, now it's the scissors. So we drop our shoulder, that little outside of the foot, circle around the ball, push out to the other side. Ready to work. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go, play. So drop the shoulder, shift across, drop the shoulder, shift across. Mega stuff. Okay, keep that work nice and high. Keep your work rate up, guys. What we said, there's going to be mistakes now. You're very tired. Okay, when you're tiring, keep grafting. And relax there. Good stuff. Back into the start. Our final one is them V cuts, or that little bounce chop across the area, that little shuffle across the area. Okay, I'll give you 5 more seconds now. V cuts if we can, guys. Yeah, pushing nice and hard now. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Terry, I know that George and Ronnie and CJ are playing today, aren't they? Because they're all at Stoke. Let me know how they're getting on. I think you're playing Everton today, aren't you? Because Billy's playing for Everton as well. Lucas, keep up the hard graft, buddy. And get some goalie stuff out to you soon as well, dude. Yeah, Callum will get on some goalie stuff. And relax there. Great work. Okay, top stuff, guys. All right, so as we work now into our technical part of the session, where we've got them 2 options for you to work off. Remember, your first one, okay, is the inside hook turn, or it is the Cruyff turn for our players that are taking on the more difficult challenge. Our second one is the outside hook turn, or got that the wrong way around. Inside hook or Cruyff turn first. outside hook or step over second, and then it's the drag back or the stop pass third. Okay, last minute and a half now. Okay, everybody's going to be tired because this has been difficult work. Okay, you've worked a long time now without a proper breather. So push yourselves nice and hard. You've got a minute and a half's work, and then you can all treat yourselves by watching Liverpool and City this afternoon. Not that we want any of them guys to win. Brody might, he's a City fan. Okay, but everybody else probably wants a bit of a ball draw. All right, so we're going to work for in about 20 seconds. Okay, Xander is planning to do this every day. Hopefully, Robert as well, I'll put some links on later. Obviously, we can't do every day because I'm still working in the daytime, but all of our sessions from the previous lockdown are still up there. I think we had like 18 sessions or something like that. So they're very similar to this that you can all take part in, and they're all free for you to use. So 5 seconds work, and the first one is the inside hook on a Cruyff. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So that Cruyff turn or that inside hook turn, which you did before, you decide which one you're working off. And what I said, everybody try and push yourselves. If you found it a bit easy before, push even harder. Some fans here coming for City. Let us know who you want to win in the comments below, City or Liverpool. Theo wants Liverpool to win. He's already been told about that, actually. Not on turning up to sessions in City kit. And stop there. Good stuff. Our next one, outside hook or step over turn. Okay, so you know with them hook turns, it's the outside of the boot to drop in, or that step over, whip round, nice fast hips, make sure they're moving quickly. Okay, Robson's mum sent me a video over. Too many City fans in here. What is going on? Must have a lot of people from Stockport taking part in this today. Won't be from Manchester, them lot. Oh, right. Xander's going to do it himself. I'll tell Xander if he wants a job, I'll pay him and he can get everybody in there. Okay. Now we're ready to go. We've got 5 seconds till we start, guys. Step overs or outside hooks. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nice fast tempo now. Good. That outside hook or step over turn. Brocky Stockport and Liverpool double. What a goal yesterday, by the way, mate. Bennett was in the group chat name dropping, by the way, Brocky, just so you know, when he scored. 5 seconds left. And relax there. Remember, your final one now is that drag back, studs on the ball. Okay. Yes, Billy, that's what we like to see, mate. Okay, drag back, studs on the ball, or that stop pass where we roll that foot over the top of the ball and bang it away nice and sharp with the outside of the foot. Okay, last bit of time to work now. We have got 5 seconds till we go. I'm going to get out of the way a little bit, take my mug off the face. 3, 2, 1, off we go, work. Deacon, good lad, mate. I love that attitude from you. Miley's a United fan as well, Rob, we all know that. Tempo nice and high. We've got our last 10 seconds of the sessions, guys. Rio, correct. 5 seconds left. Push hard, come on. And stop there. Well done, guys. Okay. Mega effort from everybody. All right, like we said before, not ideal. We don't really want to have to be doing these sessions. We'd rather be here on the pitch with you guys. But best of a bad situation, as always. Try and take the positive out of everything. Joe's wearing a so he's, well, done that. Just sum that guy up, Rocky. Make the best of a bad situation. Try and be as positive as we can in this time. It is, fingers crossed, only 4 weeks. So in that 4 weeks, let's make sure we keep ourselves sharp and get ourselves in as good a position as we can be when we're back, and we're back for our teams. Okay, are you back at ESSP with me? Don't forget, still opportunity to enter the competition and the giveaway. Don't forget also, if you scroll through the comments, I'll pin it at the top of the comments when I finish the video. But Mike has also dropped you all a discount code. I think he's just put it in again now, actually, there at the bottom. So ESSP5, and it gets you 5% off anything on GFS. All right, so well done everybody today, great work. Don't forget to send me over your pictures at the inbox, anything like that. If you want to do sessions in the week, which I won't be able to do because it's a bit dark by the time we're all finished at school and stuff like that. If you want to do sessions in a week, I will put a link on later to where all the previous live sessions are, the ones that you can come along to at home. Okay, Eve, well done in your United kit. Guys, keep coming in, keep the shares coming in. Thanks to Luca, who's blowing a little bit now. Okay, keeping himself sharp. So, well done. Pete, sorry for messing, oh yeah, sorry for everybody for messing your gardens up. And I'll speak to everyone soon. See you later, bye bye.